Good day and welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Nation's Voice Tower. And how are you doing? As for we over here, we are doing perfectly okay. All right. Yes, I have updates for you this morning, and the first video I'm going to be showing you is an interview with a Turkish television station, TRT World, that was conducted earlier today. Of course, this particular video is trending online right now, and it has the presidential flag bearer of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi, live. Okay, right now on TRT World. Although TRT is a foreign or an international television station that is found or is existing in Istanbul, in Turkey. All right. Yes, and of course they asked questions on how he tackles, if he plans to tackle security, how he plans to tackle unemployment, how he plans to tackle all other issues of Nigeria. All right, I would like you to watch this video and then listen to what the presidential candidate of the Labour Party said. Although this should be the first of its kind where any of these present presidential candidates was interviewed on TRT. Okay, yes, I would like you to pay attention to the video and listen to what Peter Obi had to say. He said a lot. He said a lot. The next video I'm going to bring for you, or to you, is the one hitting our table right now, of an interview with channels where Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sorry, I beg your pardon, where Bola Ahmed Tinubu has alleged that there is a sabotage on the 2023 elections. All right, yes, he came up on a rise to say that there is a sabotage right now on the 2023 coming elections in February. Okay, yes, and Arise News have it live, and then you will listen to whatever was said in the analytical part of that video for you to know, of course, if there's going to be any sabotage on the 2023 elections. We're going to know it from this particular video. Okay, I will tell you more on this video, but first of all, let us watch Peter Obi as he has his interview with TRT World. Okay, let us watch it. Well, from the interview, you would actually know where the loyalty of the interviewer lies. All right, so I'll allow you to watch this video, and then we'll be back. We'll talk about one or two things. Watch it.
Peter Obi from the Labour Party, who joins us now from Lagos. Peter, we wanted to give the ages of the candidates because the two septuagenarians, those in their 70s, they may represent something slightly different. You have set yourself up as a younger person who's dynamic, who is telling Nigerians that it's their country and they have to claim it back. Some people think that's populism. You say it's not true. Set yourself up for us. Why would you want a job like this? Nigeria has so many problems. You could be in business. You could be making money.
Well, at a time like this, we need to rescue our country from collapsing. It's not just being in private business that is important. The country is besieged with several problems where all we do now is producing poverty, insecurity, and everything. You know, all symptoms of a failing state is here, and we need to start reversing that. And the only way to reverse that is to get involved. That's why I'm involved.
Okay, give us two ideas, two simple ideas that are going to make Nigeria better under your presidency.
Well, you need to secure and unite the country. Today, insecurity is everywhere. It's not as if the enemy is more formidable than the government. But because of weak leadership and weak governance of our security infrastructure, the country is insecure, and you need to unite the country. Two, you need to move the country from consumption to production. The country needs to be more productive. If you look at it, our reserves today is low compared with our population on our side. When you compare us with the other country of our side.
Peter, are you going to send the army to defeat Boko Haram? Muhammadu Buhari came to power saying that he was going to end the threat of terrorism. And I understand even President Buhari's wife has recently apologized to the Nigerian people for not delivering everything her husband said that he was going to deliver. How are you going to defeat Boko Haram?
One thing that I wouldn't apologize, we'll deal with it decisively. We have enough Nigeria has been known to be peacekeeping, and they have what it takes to be able to tame that situation. And we will deal with it decisively.
Some people say that you entering this race is actually going to take away votes from the opposition because they believe the opposition should be concentrating on making sure that one of these two dominant parties since the end of military rule in 1999 should be swept aside and that something new should come. You would be something new, but people are saying that you're going to split the opposition vote.
Well, I think we're going to take vote from both of them. A time we are in now is a time for character, competence, commitment, and compassion. We need a leadership that have the right qualities. It is not a time for incompetent leadership any longer. Nigeria is on the brink and requires a leader that has the capacity to deal with the issues confronting Nigeria.
You talk about prudence and accountability. If you win the election, will your idea of accountability be retrospective? Will you try to prosecute people who have committed crimes against the state, say, for example, bribery and corruption, committed those crimes in the past, or will you just look forward?
Well, both sides. I'm going to look forward. I have more. I'll be aggressively looking forward, ensuring that the right things are done. We fight corruption, and we're not just going to say we're fighting to fight corruption. We're going to remove all the roots that will make it possible for that to continue. We're going to cut costs of governance. We're going to, all areas of corruption like subsidy will be removed, our petroleum tax will be curtailed, and everything. And then, of course, those who did the wrong thing in the past will go through the process of the law.
The US government, just in the past 24 hours, has announced a visa ban on some unnamed Nigerians. Interesting they haven't been named, but the US says that those restrictions have been placed because these people have undermined the democratic process in a recent Nigerian election. There's little detail. What do you think the US government means?
Well, I don't know. But I'm sure that they know or they have information, which I don't have. Mine is to focus on how we can build a new Nigeria, because it's possible. It's a country that is so endured in every ramification, and see how we can start turning it around based on its factor endurement of each section of Nigeria.
Peter, you know what, we really, really appreciate you spending time with us. And while I was thinking about how we were going to interact and the things I was going to ask you, I was hoping that you might be a fan of science fiction, because if you win that presidential election, you know the headlines in Nigeria, they're all going to be the same. Obi won. It will be amazing. What a headline. Peter Obi, thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Nation's Voice Tower. Well, that was an interview with Peter Obi on TRT World. Okay, yes, of course, I told you earlier that TRT World is an international television station that is existent in Istanbul, Turkey. All right, you've heard it all from the horse's mouth. You've heard what he had to say on his own plans, his own blueprint on how he's going to tackle the problems of Nigeria. Of course, the interviewer reminded him that the problems of Nigeria are very vast, okay, and he needs to really put himself down to earth to know and to really know how to tackle the problems of Nigeria. Of course, the Labour Party presidential candidate showed no fear in actually tackling the questions, and he really made his plans known to the interviewer and to the world at large. It is left for us to see if he can actually actualize his plans, or if he can actually win at the polls come February 25th. Next on our table is a video that concerns matters of utmost importance. Okay, right now there is a trending analysis, a trending political analysis online on Arise News on a statement Bola Asiwaju Tinubu made. Bola Tinubu, of course, is no visitor to the political scene. He is presently the APC presidential candidate, and APC is presently the ruling party in Nigeria. Okay, right now he has alleged that there is a sabotage or there is a plan to sabotage the 2023 elections come February 25th. Okay, well, we don't know how true this is, but for an aspirant belonging to the ruling party and an aspirant already having the support of the ruling party with the president of the country still from his ruling party or from this party, he should be surprised for such statements to come out. All right, but members of the PDP camp have come out to express utmost joy and happiness, and then other opposition parties have also come out to express their own keen interest on this statement. Let us listen to the analysis on this statement by Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Arise News. Okay, let us listen to what the correspondents and the newsmen in Arise News had to say about this particular statement. I will allow you to watch this video. Pay attention to whatever was said in this video. Keep yourself glued to this video.
The candidate of a ruling political party throwing his own party under the bus. Of course, when you refer to powers that be trying to sabotage him, which powers are there? The only powers that be, would seem to be the APC government. That is at this time the dominant party in the country. So the first indication that threw across is that the candidate himself has doubts about the support of his own party. Because he was saying fuel scarcity. If they like, let them not give you fuel. If they like, let them change Naira design. These are policies of the Muhammadu Buhari administration. This was a case of the presidential candidate of the APC criticizing the chairman and leader of his own party. And he told his audience, they want to scuttle this election. Will you allow them? It's the APC that is in possession right at this moment of all the coercive instruments of state. We seem to have reached a point now where the ruling government is criticizing itself. The second point, of course, is that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu says the next election is going to be a major revolution. Vote them out, take power from them. He's saying they should take power from his own party. I mean, that's contradictory. He said he will do a revolution in Nigeria. He told the people what is coming is a massive revolution. This is a massive revolution that he promised in 2015. He led the campaign. He said he put President Muhammadu Buhari there, and they promised all kinds of revolution, 1 naira to $1. We have not seen that revolution. So what is the guarantee that, okay, the revolution that he's promising yesterday, will happen? He was telling his audience, look, if they don't give us fuel, we will trek. Who is going to trek so that he will be president?
That is better than what we've seen in the past. So would you commend President Buhari on those points at least?
Today, they want to sail the president over. They are classifying in this interview that the president is a member of PDP. You have asked him a question. Chamberlain has asked him, who was the person who approved the policy? Is the president. He said PDP are the ones stashing money. So PDP should be the one to cry that this Naira design will mean that their monies will no longer be relevant. In the same breath, you say A, you say B, and you're confusing yourself. Heck, I'm even surprised that this morning, it is the opposition that is clapping hand for the president's policy of delivering a free and fair process, confidence in the process. It is so shocking. The world is surprised today that it is the opposition saying good. And they are now saying that the policy of their party, led by their candidate, is anti-people. So let's go to the people. If it is about the people, in the past 8 years, there have been series of fuel scarcity. When was the last time Asiwaju came out and spoke for the people? When the issue of Naira redesign was introduced and announced 3 months ago, where was Asiwaju? And if you say that he is concerned, he's expressing the minds of the people, does it mean that Asiwaju has been denied access to Villa? They are good in organizing conferences. You have asked series of questions here. I have not been able to say anybody. We have credible evidence. Somebody told us we had it. You ask him who, and he does not have. But let me tell you what is happening. It is called pantophobia. Increased anxiety that is triggered by the fear of failure. It is staring at them right in the face. They are picking anything they can see. In the kitchen sink is a weapon they throw. But this, what is happening is in local colloquialism in Hausa, when somebody say, do kashehu, meaning that it has come to the point. They are hailed by the balls. Yesterday, American Embassy, and true to their promise, announced visa restrictions on individuals that will make any attempt to compromise the election. The international election observers are...
Yes, you heard it all. And then, well, those things said there were actually very, very good forms of analysis, okay? And you also had it when it was categorically stated. Listen, for somebody that belongs to the ruling party to really come out and allege that there is a plot to sabotage the elections, that means there is a problem somewhere, all right? Well, Nigerians are saying this is a time for a great revolution. Nigerians are saying this is a time for change. Nigerians are saying this is a time for a kind of revitalization, okay? Well, from what we heard in the video, now let us check it analytically, all right? If Bola Ahmed Tinubu belongs to the ruling party, which is the All Progressive Congress, the ruling party has the president to its side, okay? And right now, Bola Tinubu is the presidential aspirant of the APC, okay? And at the APC, we still have President Muhammadu Buhari, who is the chairman and actually the highest hierarchy in the party, all right? Now, if the presidential aspirant who is planning to succeed the present president come 25th February, if he wins, if the aspirant would really come out to display his fears or let bare his fears on the table, these fears of a sabotage, a plan to sabotage the 2023 elections, that means there is a conundrum somewhere, there's an administrative bottleneck somewhere, all right? What are we trying to say? It is either to state that the president, of course, he came out, President Buhari came out a few days ago to promise Nigerians a free and fair election, all right? And that is what he said, categorically stated. He promised Nigerians a free and fair election. Now, if statements like this will come out from Tinubu, statements like, if they like, they should not give you fuel, as you heard in the video. If they like, they should change the Naira notes, and so on and so forth. Of course, those people that are supposed to let bear their fears are the opposition party, okay? Because, of course, these opposition parties need money and they need all forms of political activities to really make their runnings very smooth in the political world and during this campaign rally time, all right? But somebody from the same house or from the same camp where these statements were made, that means these statements are categorically contradicting what the president said. Okay, if the president is promising Nigerians a free and fair election, that means, of course, there is not going to be a kind of massive flow of cash as usual, all right? There is not going to be a kind of political meeting where a lot of things will be discussed, where backroom meetings will be discussed to actually project or to give a kind of conclusion to who wins the elections as usual. Of course, you should know what I'm talking about. So, well, it depends, or it's left for us to really see what Tinubu meant by the statements he made, or who he is pointing at when we say, or when he alleges that there is a sabotage, there is a plan to sabotage the elections, all right? Well, these terms, or this just points at one thing. This presidential candidate of the APC seems to be afraid of his opponents. We don't know where his fears are coming from. We don't know what the reasons are. But we'll keep our fingers crossed, and I urge you to always stay glued to Nation's Voice Tower and keep yourself updated with our trending videos, all right? Trust us, we're not going to back down from bringing you the best of the best, all right? Like our videos, share our videos, and subscribe it always, and subscribe to this channel all the time, all right? Now, share this video to all people in Nigeria and those in diaspora, okay? Because it is by doing this that YouTube gets to recommend our videos to people all around the world. We'll be back with more political update. Peace out.